Hey everyone, welcome to Second Sight Tarot. I am doing something totally different and I don't even know what I'm doing because I just sat down and said I'm doing this thing and I don't even know what I'm doing. So I just wanted to try a couple different things. I do love Oracle and I figured let me just do some separate short readings of just Oracle pulls and maybe like one thing to look on. And I got this new card spread, this spread deck where it kind of gives you ideas of what you want to how you want to build your spread. And I just picked something and what came out was reflect. So for the rest of the month in January, I'm going to pull a couple oracles and we're going to base that about what to reflect on for the rest of the month. There's going to be no tarot in this. And I'm just going to try it just to see if it's fun or not for me. So I'm going to pull from the, I always forget what this is, the Cosmic Guidance Oracle. I always use these, and then I'm using the Queen of the Moon Oracle that I always use. I have so many cool oracles, so I'm just going to pull different oracles every week and see what comes up. So here we go. So what to reflect on as a collective for the rest of the month of January 2022. What to reflect on is remember who you are, return to your roots. It's interesting because I just did a collective reading, and the card that came up was, let me see if it's here. Return or connect with your ancestors. Yes, connect with your ancestors. This is exactly what this means to me. It's going to your roots, like really connecting with your roots. Just remember who you are right now, because it's a really, really important time to know who you are 100% and be discerning and just have an understanding of what you need when you need it. So really important. So I'm going to pull a couple of these and base maybe like 3 cards and then base that around knowing who you are and what to reflect on. So what do you reflect on? Collective. So we have release, patience, and discernment, which I just said. Under the bottom of the deck for the subconscious, we have peace and hunger and focus, which I've seen a lot lately. So peace, obviously self-explanatory, but it's just finding, like, reflecting on the things that bring you peace in your life and do more of that because it's really important. The hunger card to me is, it's about what you want, what feeds your soul, what calls you, what do you need to fill your soul and to fill your spirit, what are you hungry for, and really analyzing that, reflecting on the things that make you thrive and make you desire something, and what are they, and then really focusing on, there's lots of change happening right now, and this is about like really knowing who you are, because that's what we're basing this off of. It's really focusing on what makes you happy, who you are, what you want to manifest. So it's really interesting. So we have, and remember, like, what we're reflecting on here is remembering who you, like, really returning to your roots. Okay. We have release things that don't serve you anymore. This is also a 9, and 9s are all about fulfillment, earthly lessons, what makes you happy, what fills your cup. So if you're holding on to things that don't do those things, what fills your cup in a good way, fulfillment. If you're holding on to those, you're not making space for things that are good for you. So really analyzing, like, what you need to release, what you need to let go of, energetically, physically, spiritually, verbally, well, that's energetically, but I do feel like this is coming from the spirit, this is coming from the soul here, the heart. So it's about releasing things, emotional patterns and emotional habits and structures that you've created around yourself that are not yours and that don't serve you. So really analyzing and looking at that stuff, what you can let go of to really have full fulfillment here. And then having patience with yourself. This is also a 9. It's the same thing. It's about fulfillment, It's like learning your earthly lessons, like really attaining what you want, and that comes with patience. You have to have patience for yourself. I feel like, when we see something and we go for it, you have to appreciate the journey, not just the destination, not just being here, but like the whole process, because that's where the teachings are. That's where we learn. And this is, to me, this is like having patience coming home to yourself, because if you're trying to go returning to your roots and remembering who you are, this is reflecting about coming home to yourself and knowing and loving and honoring yourself 100%. And minus the ego, not too much ego, a little bit of ego, not too much ego. But this is about having patience with yourself. This is like, it takes time to relearn who you are and what you need and what you like, because there's so many things that are on top that are not ours and that have been just shoved in our faces. So it's like releasing that crap that's not needed anymore, or that wasn't there for a good reason or for a higher purpose, and letting that go, releasing that. And then we have discernment, which is a 10. So this is all about coming full circle here and really analyzing the things that keep happening in a loop, in a pattern that you're not releasing. This is a time of renewal, but you have to be discerning. For some of us, we need to get our head out of the clouds and see things clearly as they are, not as you think they are. And a lot of the time is getting out of the head, allowing that cloud to be there, getting out of the head, so that your intuition, your knowing, your inner knowing knows, leads and guides the way. This is and I see the same here. They're both holding something close to them near the solar plexus or the sacral, or the heart, that light, that ball of light, that sun, that, to me, it's a sun, so I do think that really being discerning of what your information you're receiving, who you're talking to, who you're taking advice from, your own self. Are you just talking blab, gibberish to yourself and not really hearing it? Or is it negative? When I said that, I was thinking more of how we speak to ourselves. I know that a lot of times I would not speak to a friend the way I speak to myself sometimes. Or you're an idiot, or you're so stupid. It's those things your body holds on to, and your psyche learns that that's what's real. So it's just a matter of really analyzing and thinking twice about information coming in, what you're saying, what you're eating, what you're drinking, what you're thinking, what you're doing in your life with your free time. That is how you return to yourself and return to your roots. Release the things that you don't need. Be patient with yourself, because it's a long road. It's a lifetime of learning, and be discerning of information coming in. I don't even think I need to say anything else, because I think that's beautiful. Anyway, I really like doing these, and I think I'm going to do more of them. So oracle pulls, we're going to reflect on, or have one card that is the center, and then we're going to pull. So I hope this resonated. I hope it was good. I got a lot out of this, actually. Anyway, I'll see you for the collective. I'll see you for a bunch of stuff. Please take care of yourself and have a great rest of your January, and I will see you in February. Take care.